I've definitely complained about this a lot, but the fact that there are so many minors joining my Discord server.
Why are there minors in your Discord server? Let me preface this question. There are. I went through and looked at the thumbnails. There are just thumbnails of Jeffrey Epstein memeified, an actual horrifying child sex predator, just memeified to the 10th degree, to where he just seems like some cute little harmless guy in these thumbnails that this peep person has made. And this person hosts an all ages Discord for kids to come in earlier. Hello, my name is Navy the Criminal, and today we're gonna watch this video of a reaction to a reaction about pure fiction, about fiction. The second guy is an anti-fiction perspective. The first person's a pro-fiction perspective. And me, boy howdy, I'm the nuanced perspective. Hey, let's get into it.
But the thought of being attracted to the nature of a child is not a crime in of itself. And treating it like that is not only wrong, but, again, borderline fascist.
We're talking about anime, right? Like, that's specifically what we're talking about, right? The nature of a child is different in real life from the nature of a fictional character in a show. I'm just going to say that. So that take was not something that I agree with. We need to separate. We need to get it in people's minds that fiction and reality are different things. And they don't play by rules. And the danger is in when you conflate these things, okay? You're not Peep. Lose that. There was only one little Peep, and he died from heroin, and he rocked.
Oh no. Oh no. Problematic media in quotation marks. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, I'm not even joking. Okay, as you know, I avoid politics. I avoid identity politics. That's just what I do best on this channel. But I do want to make one comment, though. When I was doing research on this video, I kept finding so many comments from trans people basically saying, how come every fucking year we make progress, someone steps up?
Wait, I gotta read these comments. Also, trans people aren't a monolith. So just because one person has a fucking statement that you disagree with doesn't mean every single trans person. Like, if you're using one trans person's problematic statements as a reason to hate all trans people, you're just a piece of shit. You are just a piece of shit. There's all that is to it. This shit is why it's so hard to fight against hate as a trans person. So you're saying, if it wasn't for this one trans person, you'd get a seat at the table of the people that want to kill you? No, that's not how that's going to work, stupid. Yeah, I'm a trans, you're stupid. Annoying other trans, I just defending anime. There's no such thing as animated CSAM because assault happens on a human being, there are victims. CSA it creates victims. There's no victims in purely animated thing. Continue.
Every fucking year
in a purely pure fiction animated thing. If you're talking about AI, it's completely different. That's trained on real people. That's actually just CSA. There are victims there. AI is a completely different thing. AI, like those AI photos that are trained on real people, it's different. I myself am trans and hate when shit like this happens, since this makes people jump to conclusions that all trans people, you are also stupid. All these people are stupid. If you want to appeal to idiots that take one person as the face for all trans people, you are also stupid.
Years, bro. I swear to God, the trans community is never getting anywhere at this rate, bro.
What do you mean? Trans people are never getting anywhere. You're also one of those people that are sitting there like, yeah, man, these trans people, I also want to appeal to these people that don't like trans people because of one person.
You can identify as whatever you want. I don't care. The main point of this video is having a dangerous mindset. A very
That's very George Orwellian 1984. You've got a dangerous mind. got a fucking 1984 I've never read that. I just like saying 1984. I don't even know what it's about. I just know it in context. People are like, 1984, like the how you restrictive government, overbearing government. 1984. That's what it means to me. Excuse me.
Let's get back into today's
Is
video.
he Morgan?
So if I am
What was that?
correct, the main reason this video even exists was because of some Discord messages that started surfacing on her Discord server.
Okay, so this is just a brain dead take. Like it just saying that any pure fiction should be banned. Pure fiction meaning something that you've come up with from your brain, right? And it's not based on any like real life thing like most fiction isn't. Saying that anything like that should be banned is really dangerous. And like, yeah, so you agree with censorships. Okay, this one's like this makes sense. You agree with censorships. Like, just because you don't like something doesn't mean that it should be illegal. That's just I think that's pretty simple, right? Just because you think some sort of anti-manga is problematic doesn't mean that anti-manga should be illegal. And it isn't. Look at Gushing Over Magical Girls. What's it on? It's on some streaming service. I don't know. It's on, it's not Crunchyroll. It's one of those, though. Anyways. Yikes. Nah, censorship is one thing, but that's not the P word. And as an actual victim of CSA, what you do when you use that to describe pure fiction is you water down this word to mean less severe things than it did, which is not helpful. You are actively hurting victims by doing this. It's completely illogical to compare something that produces victims to something that does not at all. It's ridiculous. All right. I agree. Art shouldn't depict it's not that word. If we're talking about anti-manga, it's not that word. By the way, anti-manga, for people that aren't in the know, it's based on, the designs are based on cats. The heads are based on cats. And the way that you learn to draw anti-manga is you buy a book on how to draw anti-manga. So it's so far removed from reality in several ways that it's ridiculous to sit here and try and conflate it with reality. Anyways, they're talking about anti-manga here. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I'm just being super logical. Anyways, he's not like engaging with anything that he's showing on the screen. This is why the trans community has such a bad reputation. Such a stupid, like, nah, dog. The trans community, there is a political motivation to distract from actual problems like people's fucking material conditions being garbage and pay being garbage. There's a political bullshitting to attack trans people to distract from actual problems. It's not because this motherfucker in her Discord was like, I think problematic animangas shouldn't be illegal. Like, this is not why the trans community has a bad reputation. You're just stupid.
You can't really defend one, right? Because, I mean, the best analogy I can say here.
You absolutely can. I'm a victim of CSA. Lolicon is not real CSA. It's not CSA at all. There's no victims. So any pure fiction can be partaken in safe ways. And anyone who attacks people for enjoying pure fiction is actually introducing violence into the real world. These witch hunts that you do, this peep person and other antis, as they're called on the internet, they introduce real world harm, which is something that they claim to be against, which is really funny. It's all very fifis, very my emotions. It's not logic. You are not a logical person. This Pete person's not a logical person. And as we'll see later.
Is, let's say one day the president just goes, guys, we're abolishing the age of consent. You can officially date whoever you want. It doesn't care what their age is. Assuming that he...
Okay. This is actually a good point. The law is not a good moral compass. Just because you abide by the law does not mean you're a good person. My name is Navy the Criminal. Because my name is Navy the Criminal, you can assume that I break the law. But you can't make the assumption that I'm a morally bad person. Because the law is not a good way to have... It's not a good thing to set your morals by. All right, continuing.
You, the viewer, are over the age of 18, would you go out of your way to date a child? The perfectly healthy response here is, fuck no. What? Who do you take me for? Not
good point. This guy, Pete, makes good point here. Fake bootleg Pete.
only is
good
it
point.
Still weird as hell, but it's just completely unethical.
It's a little more than weird. It's morally fucked up. It's morally evil.
Right? Even
You're
if it is
creating
legal,
a victim.
You just can't. You just can't. Psychologically speaking, how would your answer to that analogy I just made be any different to law? You know what I mean? Because
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Do you know what a victim is? Yeah. Continuing.
sure, is it legal? Yes, but I'm still going to judge the fuck out.
That's that chick from Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is problematic now, I guess. I forget her name. I don't remember. The redhead chick from Evangelion. I don't know. I keep yelling like someone's gonna answer me. I'm recording a video. I'm not even streaming. Study the face, cat-like. If you were to zoom in, you would see their pores. That's a lie. You wouldn't see their pores. Do you want to know why? Because they're not a real they're not a person at all. They're a character. They don't have any rights. You can throw this person inside of an oven and then eat them because they're not a person. And actually, you couldn't do that. But you could animate it if you wanted. And you know what? You wouldn't get arrested for it because they're not real. Guys, I'm going to keep beating you all over the fucking head with a logic stick until you have a logic concussion.
Out of you if I catch you watching that or admitting that you watch that, bro.
I'm fitting to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. What are you going to do about it, bitch?
Because it's only a matter of time, you know? It's only a matter of time before...
Before what? You watch more manga? Before you collect manga? Let me tell you. When I was younger, I used to have an alcohol problem. When I got off of alcohol, I had to replace that with healthier habits. And one of my habits now is manga. I collect manga. Too much manga. I've got so much manga. Some of it's problematic. Some of it's not. So it's a mix. It's just all sorts of shit. I read lots of shit. And it's a way healthier habit, let me tell you, than drinking every day. It's a way healthier habit than drinking every day. Still smoking, though.
You do something stupid and ruin your life. Your life...
You're running around shooting people right now. Oh, my God. He's going to shoot people in real life. He's going to do it because I see him doing it right here.
Is a butterfly effect. One small thing now will make a huge difference.
This is such a stupid argument juxtaposed with the footage. I've never seen someone make this problematic media argument while playing a first-person shooter.
Years from now. You know what I mean? All right.
So
that's enough of
stupid.
A lot of people are saying that Sam is actively deleting comments.
So, let me tell you something. I don't know anything about the Sam person. But I will say that I've had hot take videos before. And If you are too crazy in the comments, YouTube will just hide your comments or delete your comments. So it fucking has. If you're getting too heated in the comment section, YouTube's just doing that. And also, if you are getting too crazy in her comments, you deserve to have your shit deleted. Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Which I realistically see because there is really nothing but support comments in this video, despite this being an insanely...
It's probably because a bunch of those comments are just like, kill yourself.
very hot take.
Which, by the way, I left one comment in your comment section, Peep. And one of the first comments, and all I said was stop conflating fiction and reality. It hurts victims. That's what I said. And one of the first comments that someone responded to me was, well, it's time for you to go act yourself. Oh, buddy. So if it's all comments like that, well, that's why YouTube is nuking those comments. Anyways, nice community you have over there, Peep.
I feel it should be painfully obvious that systematic censorship based on vibes is a bad thing.
Like,
Censorship based on vibes is a bad thing, yeah.
sure, there's definitely no rules to art. You can definitely express yourself in any way you can, but you also have to reap the consequences immediately after. Like, sure, Rockstar made Manhunt because they have free will, but they also had to reap the consequences of being banned on huge consoles and getting into major lawsuits.
Right. I mean, do you think that's right, though? Do you think they shouldn't be able to make Manhunt, though? I think they should be able to make Manhunt. I think they should be able to make Baby Stabber 5000. I think that game would rock. But that's me. Maybe you just love government overreach.
Sure, you have free will, but so does literally everyone else on this planet.
So, let's get into the main topic at hand here. Lolicon is, bluntly put, a genre of artwork and fiction involving young, sometimes even prepubescent girls.
That's not even correct. Because people say that, what's her name? Rebecca, my favorite character from Cyberpunk, is a lolly. Lolly is a body type. Okay? And that's really all it's just a body type. Whether or not an arbitrary age is attached to this body type is if you get offended or not is the outcome. Like, if I'm trying to explain that this is stupid. I'm trying to explain that getting mad at a specific type, a specific body type, because a mangaka pulled an age out of his ass and attached it to it, if that's the thing that makes you mad, that's stupid. But also, if the body type is the thing that makes you mad, that's also stupid. Because if you're saying that the cartoon is real life, which it isn't, but if that's what your argument is, then all sorts of body types exist on adults in real life. You can't say that having small boobs is problematic unless you're a dumb bitch. Continuing.
A lot of you are thinking, probably something along the lines of course it should be controversial. It's sexualized minors. But is it inherently immoral?
It's not. The second thing you said, it's not sexualized minors because they're not minors. I'm having to beat everyone over the head. Everyone's getting hit on the head with the wiffle ball bat of logic.
Yes. There's no argument here.
Should it be censored? Should it be illegal?
No.
I don't think so.
Just because you don't listen, this reaction he's having to whatever he's imagining is valid, man. Have that reaction, but you can't just say that other people are morally disgusting for partaking in this, because you're causing more harm just by doing that than any fiction that person's partaking in.
Is it okay to enjoy a game about shooting up innocent people?
Hell yeah.
Is it okay to make a game about shooting up innocent people?
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
For
Yeah.
those that aren't aware, Postal 2, yes, was made to blatantly rage bait.
Rocks.
Because not only is this a mass shooting simulator, but it
Awesome.
just had a lot of very terrible messages
Based.
hidden throughout the entire game. Not
Based.
only were these guys sued by USPS because
Based.
it apparently absolutely ruined their reputation, but this game was
Based.
also banned like everywhere. Because going back to the whole like free will point, yes, you theoretically can express art in any way you can, but you just have
Yeah.
to reap the consequences immediately after. Also, you're not watching.
What are the consequences? Is it you making this video? Is the consequences you sending your swarm of Discord minors to harass someone? Because, by the way, later in this video, he admits to having a bunch of minors in his Discord. I didn't go looking for that information. I have a Discord. Minors aren't allowed there because they're annoying. They're not allowed there because they're stupid and I hate them. Continuing.
Borderline CP just to rage bait.
It's not, you're conflating reality and fiction, CP. It's also not the right word because porn is a consensual thing. CSA is CSAM is the word that you're looking for there, but you wouldn't have had to have really processed any of this. Unfortunately, I had to process this because I'm a victim of CSA, so I've had time to think about what it actually means to be a victim of CSA and what it doesn't mean. I was kind of forced to confront a lot of things that a lot of people aren't because they don't want to think about things that are dark like that. People love to say listen to victims until it's time to listen to victims, you know? Anyways, continuing.
Right? You're doing it because you have a problem, making this comparison completely invalid. So,
A fictional
His little like he's just made a good point when he's just said a bunch of dumb shit.
representation of a horrible, awful, immoral thing allows us to explore our darkest thoughts. Thoughts that should never be acted on in reality, which, through the power of art, can be realized in a context that doesn't have to hurt another human being. But I believe the same sort of thing can apply to taboo pornography as well.
yeah, but it's like,
I don't even. Whenever I'm playing a dark game, reading a fucked up anime manga, or watching it or whatever, there's never a part of inside of me that's like, I am exploring a piece of me that I could never do in real life. I'm just always like, I'm engaging in this world's rules. And in this world, doing this thing is like, in this world, this is like not an abhorrent act because it's not real. But then again, I'm an actual victim of CSA, so I know what being an actual victim is, and I know what actual trauma is. There's no connect with reality when I'm playing a video game or watching anime or reading anime. There's no connection. I'm not thinking about how I could never do this in real life. You know what I mean? That's just not. No. It's just not how it works for me. Yeah. Continuing.
that life is just one big butterfly effect. If you enjoy one small malicious thing 5 years ago, chances are
If you enjoy Animanga now, you might have more Animanga later. I've got so much. I buy so much manga. I love it. Oh, it's awesome. It's great. I also draw. I'm an artist.
probably spiraled up until this day. You know what I mean? Like, you think I grind GTA Online just to commit mass shootings all day?
It does look like that's what you're doing, yes.
No, I run businesses and stuff.
Come on, man. You don't play GTA to run businesses and stuff. You don't play Grand Theft Auto to run businesses and stuff. You play it to do this! To engage with the rules of this world of no consequences! Yeah. Well, there are a little consequences. I guess whenever you go to jail, you lose a little bit of money. But, it's still, it's fun. It's a fun! It's fun!
Bro, I'm trying to save up for dream cars. You think I play
That really did look like him.
games like Fortnite because I love the rush of killing people in cold blood?
You play Fortnite because you're a Zoomer.
No, I play this for the sport aspects. You know what I mean?
The sport? The sport? Are you like a pro gamer? Are video games a sport? You know, I think to maintain being very good at a high level, you do have to do like cardio and stuff to play video. But it's not the video games that make you healthy. It's all the stuff that you do to keep being good at video games. But I digress!
I play it because it's fun with friends. But see, the problem here is as soon as you start tapping into fetish things or anything sexual, that is a completely different subject because
Why?
99% of the time you are watching it or doing it because you are into it.
What's the difference between murdering people in video games and consuming any other problematic media? There isn't any. It doesn't matter if you get fucking horny from shooting people in a video game. Who gives a fuck? You're still not creating victims. It doesn't matter. Continuing.
Porn as a whole is just genuinely a very harmful industry, right? This is something you shouldn't really be defending at all because
Oh, he really is just a puritanical. God. Just porn as a whole is just bad. I believe in porn rights. I believe in rights for porn. I'm pro sex work. I believe in pro sex work.
what happens when the day comes when you genuinely become desensitized to this kind of stuff and
You're smacking people in the head and their heads are fucking exploding in this video game, bro. You aren't correlating that with real life. So, like, why would you do it with any other pure fiction? It's silly. That's stupid. Come on. Quit being a silly chump, you silly chump!
now you crave more than this. You know what I mean? Games and fetishes, two completely different subjects. They both
What? No. Problematic media is problematic media either way, and if you don't believe that, then you're just not logically consistent. And you're not. You're vibes based. My vibe's good here, my vibe's bad there.
A lot of people's impressions of certain cultures can be informed by art, like the super harmful, gross stereotypes and Orientalism contained in Disney's Aladdin.
I'm gonna be real with you. I never watched Aladdin and was like, this is just what the Middle East is like, dog. I was like, blue guys just hanging out that sound like Robin Williams? Yeah.
Or the military propaganda machine that
I'm not saying that all people, like, didn't take that away from it. Maybe they did. You know what I mean? Maybe that was the takeaway for some people. But just because some people become racist from watching Aladdin or become pro military industrial complex Nazi people from watching a CGI Reagan in fucking Call of Duty, that doesn't mean we should ban all of this shit. You know what I mean? Psychopaths, by the way, will be psychopaths regardless of what they consume.
is Call of Duty.
Bro, Call of Duty is not a propaganda machine.
I feel like earlier on they used to be more of a propaganda machine. I feel like the later Call of Duties that I played now are kind of I feel like the last Black Ops I played was like anti-propaganda or something. I don't know. It's been a while. I've always liked the campaigns in these games, though.
I made this point a lot, but I'm gonna say it again. You can't really defend porn. Like, you really can't. This is
This is puritanical. I don't know. Anybody that watches this guy should just not. Just don't. His takes are bad. They're not informed. They're just vibes-based takes. They're not informed by logic.
generally something I've actively been.
I disagree with the person that he's reacting to, but I disagree with him more.
I've definitely complained about this a lot, but the fact that there are so many minors joining my Discord server.
Why are there minors in your Discord server? Let me preface this question. There are. I went through and looked at the thumbnails. There are just thumbnails of Jeffrey Epstein memeified, an actual horrifying child sex predator, just memeified to the 10th degree, to where he just seems like some cute little harmless guy in these thumbnails that this peep person has made. And this person hosts an all ages Discord for kids to come in and is also saying that this other person is morally bad because of their proclivities, their pure fiction tastes, or their their argument for pro fiction. This person that memeifies Jeffrey Epstein, that helps to make the real life child sex predator Jeffrey Epstein into just a joke. This person is trying to have the moral high ground. You, sir, are a joke. You're a huckster. You're I don't know. You're just kind of a doofus.
Completely desensitized to porn. It is.
That's funny that you would say desensitization is something that you worry about, because you're desensitizing your child audience to Jeffrey Epstein with your thumbnails, making him into just a little joke guy, just a little harmless joke guy.
Genuinely so sad. It really is. They should have like fetish shit in their bio. They have like soft.
You've got fetish shit in your thumbnails. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to have the moral high ground? And you let children into your fucking Discord server! Ah! What's wrong with you?
Or porn as their profile picture. Like, it's sad. What is this reality that we live in? And I'm going to be such a broken record here, but it really is just a butterfly effect from here. I'm worried about who these kids
I'm
will be
worried about
10
your butterfly effect on these kids that you have influence over.
years from now. Genuinely.
If even one person finds value in a lolly dojin beyond just getting off to it, how can you say it is just worthless art that deserves to be erased? Many famous paintings and statues from the 1500s or earlier could be argued to be.
Let me put this in front of you. What a lot of people don't think about asexuals when they think about this argument in like people that get off to pure fiction, romance, anime-manga, whatever the fuck. Anyways, there's this thing called a fictosexual that's on the asexual spectrum, and it's people that they just get off to drawings and shit, and they do it because it's much cleaner. They just don't like sex, real sex, right? So like within this complete safety of that, how could you say that that's problematic in the least? And also, a fictosexual isn't attracted to reality. You have to create these straw men to be able to attack. And if your argument is a straw man, if you have to goblinize and make the person that you're attacking seem like the worst person in the world, your argument is in bad faith. And it is! It is in bad faith!
Pornographic to some degree.
All right, I gotta back this up because I kind of got sidetracked.
Art that deserves to be erased. Many famous paintings and statues from the 1500s or earlier could be argued to be pornographic to some degree, but are we really going to claim the Venus of Urbino isn't art?
I'm gonna be real. A lot of motherfuckers back then were problematic. I mean, like, actually not problematic media, not problematic pure fiction. I mean, like, those guys, like, a lot of, old painters and shit. Like, I'm not sticking up for them. They were fucked up. A lot of them were just fucked up.
Here's a point you seem to be missing, right?
What is that? It's like one of the Smiling Friends characters, but slightly different.
1400s, was there a degenerate side of the internet? Do you think porn?
People were just degenerate. A lot of people were degenerate back then. I'd say it was more socially acceptable to be an actual degenerate back then than it is now.
Porn addictions existed in the 1400s? I don't think so. I don't think anyone was sitting.
Well, I don't know about porn addictions, but people were certainly more fucked up back then.
There in front of this painting, just going.
Probably.
I'm gonna.
By the way. Children in his Discord, by the way.
I'm gonna get clipped for that. I apologize.
Psychologist Tamaki Saito, who worked directly with otaku who consume lolicon content, noted that there.
Contrary to popular expectations, the vast majority of otaku are not PDF files. In actual life, they are said to choose respectable partners, kind of sex lives that one would normally term healthy. The evidence for this separation between textual and actual sexuality is that tiny number of otaku commit criminal acts, even though they number in the millions. Psychopaths will be psychopaths, regardless of what they consume.
There's a separation from reality in the desires of those who are interested in these sorts of works. You don't have to be interested in the elements of reality that form the art in order to have an interest in the art itself.
Oh, God. Oh. But this shouldn't be like a gate we should be like opening up to in general. You know
What
what,
do
I
you
mean?
mean?
And to
I don't know
reinforce
what
that
you
statement, let me bring up a point she makes right now.
Okay.
The same way most furries do not have an actual sexual attraction to real animals. And in both cases, neither of these things can turn someone into a pedophile or a zoophile.
Now the problem here,
Well, furries, most of the time, from my experience with them, are when they do sexualize, it's like this cartoonized separation from animals. They're not attracted to animals. They're attracted to these like really hyper, almost like chibified versions. They're not a reflection of reality at all. Some of them are. I think they're called. I don't. They're called ferals. They're called ferals or something like that. I think they're called ferals. Those are the ones that are like actually attracted to animals. I don't fuck with those people. But the people that are attracted to, if you have an attraction to things based on specifically completely fictional aspects, it doesn't fucking, who gives a shit? Just leave people the fuck alone.
is as someone who needs to be active on their Discord server with their community at all times, can you explain to me why it feels like every other furry I talk to genuinely has some of the most degenerate fetishes of all time?
Why are you talking to a bunch of underage furries about their sexual fetishes in your Discord?
I don't want to be bringing up anyone's names, but I am telling you this from the get-go, from personal experience that I have seen with my very eyes. Yes, there is a side of furries that genuinely just do it for the love of the game, but from my personal experience, there's also the huge crowd of that do it for the fetish, which they eventually get desensitized to, and it only gets worse from there. And if you're a furry just for the love of the game, you know, good for you.
What does
Good
that
for you.
mean,
Keep
just
doing
for
what
the
you
love
want.
of the
I
game?
don't care. It doesn't affect my life. But it does affect my life when these degenerates join my Discord server, start flirting with minors, start sending weird shit to minors, and now my Discord server's reputation is...
So you're admitting you have groomers in your Discord? There's a really easy way to stop this problem. First off, you should ban all the groomers from your Discord. You should also ban all the minors from your Discord, because your content's not appropriate for minors. And also, I don't know. Is anything being done about these people? But also, let's not group all these furries together just because there's a few bad psychopaths in there. Let's not just say like whatever the fuck for the love of the game means. He keeps saying, "Oh, they're you good ones that just do it for the love of the game." You can be a degenerate fetishist furry as well. Just you can also do that safely. You don't have to be a horrid person. You don't have to be a morally evil person to have a fetish. Anyways,
ruined, and now that's all people see me as. So take what you want with that information, but I feel like this point from the get-go is completely irrelevant to me.
But the thought of being attracted to the nature of a child is not a crime in of itself.
I don't like this. This line here is the biggest no-no from me from this girl. It's the biggest disagreement I have with this original video. Anytime this person conflates the real topic, which is Animanga, with Animanga. Why do I say that weird? Why did I say that weird? It's because I'm tired. With reality, I don't. I'm just, my eyes glaze over. I'm just like, why are we pulling away from the main topic to talk about or to conflate these things in a way that doesn't make any logical sense? If you're attracted to the nature of a child, the nature of an actual child, you need to go to therapy. There's no reason to socialize to try and find community with people over that. There's no reason to don't put that in your bio. Don't normalize that. Don't normalize that. But and I don't know, maybe they just haven't thought about it. I'm being more charitable to them because they're being attacked by a lot of people. But I just don't think that they're considering anything that I'm saying. I just don't think they've considered it.
I can't watch this anymore. I'm walking off on this video. That's insane. I'm actually walking off on this video. I've heard everything I needed to. This is actually career suicide. I'm gonna be so dead ass with you. I don't think you're ever coming back from this video, bro. All right, guys. I'm being so dead ass. I'm walking off on this video.
Right. You've still revealed more actual problematic things about yourself in this video, Peep, than anything that this other person has done, regardless of things that they've said that I disagree with. You encourage children to join your Discord, and then you make content like this? Ha! Ha! All right, that's all I got to say. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye.
The narrative's unbearable.